Hello there, my friends. How are you doing today? We're gonna play some Bloons Monkey City. So the plan is actually, what I'd like to do is move closer to the chests. So I'm probably gonna have a chest special soon or something. Actually, I can't move left anymore. This is actually near the edge of the map. So these are pretty darn tough chests. Got a triple Moab and a DDT. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm going to play this BFB tile here, and then I'm also going to play this DDT tile. So soon I can unlock some of these tiles and get double chest action. Oh yeah, just imagine it. 2 chests right in my face, ready for me to do whatever I want with them. Oh my goodness, yes, let's do it. So let's start off this BFB with a nice little turkey level right here. I don't know, it just seems more of like a oh god, I hate when this thing happens. I hate that stupid thing. I got this thing called an imminent updater. Yeah, right, imminent updater. It seems like a virus updater thing. I don't really like it very much at all. Alright, so we're going to go with a Nano Farmer star. We're going to get that awesome Nano Farmer. We're going to super amazing Spunk Factory going for us. We'll also go with, ooh, what kind of cool stuff could we use? I always use ninjas. Let's try and not use ninjas as much today. I think Spike Factories will actually, not Spike Factories, excuse me, Tack Shooters will actually suffice for some early game action. I think eventually we're going to go ninjas, but for right now, a Tack Shooter can work just fine. Look at this Tack Shooter. It's actually got a really, really nice spot for the Tack Shooter on this level, which normally, let's be honest guys, how often do you see a nice Tack Shooter spot? It just don't happen these days. It just don't happen at all. I do have to be minutely careful because, you know what, if lead balloons comes or something like that, it's a lot harder to react when you got a Tack Shooter because the ninja can aim really far away, could shoot some other stuff. Ninja, it can do that. The Tack Shooter is just kind of stuck at its little location down there. It's just kind of like, well, if it gets past that little Tack Shooter, well, you're pretty much screwed. Pretty much screwed. Also, what I might end up doing is, I don't know if I wanted to get a Ring of Fire there or just get like a low-level Tack Shooter right here for now. What's check marked? We got a glue gunner check marked. We can maybe use some glue gunners later on. No wizards for us. Oh man, that sounds like a terrible day indeed. Nope, you know what? We're gonna get this. We're gonna get a cannon first, then we'll get a Tack Shooter. A little higher. Tack Shooter a little higher. So here we go. There's, ooh, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Let's get this 3-0 Tack Shooter. Watch this. Complete balloon rocket right. Actually, I wasn't complete balloon rocket. It was a good job, but not quite as fantastic as I would like. But the Spike Factory is, of course, being a complete boss and taking care of everything. The usual. I'm actually going to go for a 3-0 cannon. I could go with a mortar as well, but a 3-0 cannon on this level just seems like a boss thing to get. I just feel like, you know, you're going to get this whole entire little cluster of killage right here, and then you're going to get the whole cluster of killage down there, and then you're also going to get the cluster of killage everywhere. Oh my goodness gracious, as you can tell, one Tack Shooter, one little cannon, defeating all these balloons really, really easily. Of course, the little Spike Factory clean up. And here we go, we're going to get the 3rd tier cannon right here, and there we go. Now I feel like we're going to be good for a while. So we got a couple stories for you guys. Well, I mean, not the craziest stories in the entire world. Just some mini stories of what happened to me on my day today. So today for me is Mother's Day. If you guys don't watch this on Mother's Day, it might be the day after Mother's Day, which is, of course, okay. But make sure you guys get something nice for your mom for Mother's Day. Hey, come on, be nice over here. Be nice. Anyways, the basic story, what happened? Okay, so I work at a garden shop, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but the busiest day of the year is by far Mother's Day, and then usually the second busiest day is the day before Mother's Day. That's just like the basic, that's the usual. And then of course there's some other busy days as well, but today is my busiest day because I am the flower guy. Yes, I am. I deal with a lot of flowers. I know just about every single fresh flower type that you can get. I know a lot about shrubs and stuff like that. So I'm a pretty good learner, and I learn. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Snarf, what do I do? Come on, ninja! Come on, ninja! No, distract them! Distract them! No! Oh, God. Well, let's see how many road spikes we got. Let's see how many road spikes we got. Yeah, girl, yeah. Didn't get very much money right there, but actually lost a crap load of money. Holy crap. Bola, this is not a good sign for us. I probably should have started off with a ninja, but that's okay. We make things happen. That was an early Moab too. You weren't really expecting it. No hard balloons. All of a sudden Moab pops out. So anyways, a ridiculously busy day for me. Very, very hot. Very, very nice out. And of course, people, what do they want after a super duper long winter? They want plants. So they come into my little garden shop and they're like, oh my goodness, plants, I want them all. And they do. They really do. They buy tons of plants. Of course, tons of people, they want their little Mother's Day stuffs too. They want their little baby, they want their mother, they want to have something nice for their mommy. Which of course is, again, it's a reasonable thing. They definitely makes sense. So I deal with a lot of the plants and stuff, and like I said, I was super duper busy, so my day was just stressful. Every single person, then every single time I would walk by anybody, they'd just be like, "Can you get me this? Can you get me that? Do you know this thing?" And I'd just be like, "Oh my god, yes, I know all those answers, but I don't want to talk to you right now because stupid people. I don't like talking to people. I'm kind of like a shy person. I usually don't like dealing with people as much as possible. And no, I don't hate people, but they can. It's not that they're annoying. It's just like I said, I don't really like talking to people in general, like me. Like of course, I have friends that I like to talk to, but other than that, I don't like talking to people. I don't like dealing with people. So I had to deal with people today. Not the most fun thing in the world for me, but I've dealt with it, and I did okay. Anyways, you know what I need to do? I need to get some more cannons and stuff. Oh my goodness, let's get a Moab Mauler up here. If I can get, yeah, let's put him down here. Then I'll get some extra shots down there and stuff as well. But this is not looking good for us, because that's going to be a lot of balloons. But look at this tack shooter. Look, he's going to take him down. Oh, yeah. Look at that little tack shooter go. He's actually spacing out those Moabs a little bit so my ninja can actually take these guys down, or at least hopefully distract some of them. Distract some of them. Distract them. No. Oh, God. More road spike spammage. More road spike spammage, even more than last time. Are we going to lose? Are we going to lose? Nope, we're not going to lose, but I wasted so much money there. Not fun to have to do that. Not fun at all. And then after that, guess what I had to do? I had to go home, and I was like, you know what, what's today? Today's Mother's Day. So, of course, I had to do something for my mom. What did my mom want me to do? I didn't get her a present, because she said she didn't want a present, but she did say that she wanted me to help her out in the garden. And I figured, what's the best day to help her out in the garden? How about Mother's Day? So I was like, oh no, more stuff. God, how does everything keep leaking? No! There it goes. I wanted to get No Lives Lost, but not anymore. It ain't gonna happen. So I decided to go outside, and she's like, I want you to chop these bushes down, which was like the biggest bush that I've seen in a while. Like, it was a ridiculous bush. She's like, it's overgrowing everything. So if you know, whenever you hear of like an overgrown bush, it's like, you're not going to be able to chop it down very easily. All I had was a little baby shovel trying to chop this little bush down. It had roots probably an inch in diameter, straight up. Like, you know how you get some of these little baby bushes that are just like, you know, a little tiny root, you can just like pull it out with your fingers. No way. I was using all of my might trying to pull out one single root out of the 5,000 roots that this thing had. And it wasn't coming up, so it took me about 45 minutes just to pull this little bush out. And then, I didn't really notice, but it started to rain. Yeah, it started to drizzle a little bit, and I was like, oh man, it's just drizzling, that's no big deal. And I did look at the sky, and I'm like, oh, it's not bad at all. Anyways, I was kind of behind a wall, because that's where I was kind of behind it, and then all of a sudden I look up, and holy crap, it's black. It's black outside. So I'm pretty much like, oh my god, what do I need to do? I need to clean this stuff up. Because the first thing my dad said was, don't make a mess, don't make a mess. So I'm like, okay, fine, I won't make a mess. And I didn't even have a rake, I didn't have anything, and it just started downpouring. It just like it got in my eyes, it got in my mouth, it got in everywhere, in any crevasse that you could possibly think of on my body, that water got in. So I'm trying to clean this stuff up. It's lightning like crazy, monsooning out in fact. I'm just basically soaked. Alright, you know what, this is what we need to do. Let's do this. This 4-2 cannon, we need him. The balloons are getting through way too easily, and we got a freaking BFB already. Oh my god. Oh my god, but we're gonna take it down. Oh, absolutely. Once you get a 4-2 cannon, it's just like easy as kick. So yeah, I'm soaked, I'm monsoona. Guess what? It starts hailing a little bit. I'm like, no frickin' way. Are you kidding me? It's a hailing monsoon lightning storm right in my face all the time. All I have to do is clean stuff up, and things are just not going my way. Things are just not going my way today. I had a really rough day, and if you guys know anything about like if you get really, really hot on like a sweaty day, and then all of a sudden you get wet, it's like the sweat mixes with the water and it gets salty, and you know what usually happens when that happens? It usually goes in your mouth or something like that. So you can like taste your saltiness, which is kind of gross. It like gets on your lips and you just like lick your lips. It almost always happens. If you guys ever go outside for a while, you know it. You know it happens. And that was gross too. That was super duper gross. So I had salty, bad stuff all over the place, and also you know what else happened? It got in my eyes too. So I had like salt running in my eyes. Oh god. Lightning, hail, salt in my eyes, salt in my mouth. It just wasn't a fun time. And also, she's like, you know what, Chris? It's okay. You can get the evergreen tomorrow. She's like, I just need to chop down this evergreen. And I'm like, I can't chop down the evergreen, Mom. Mom, I can't chop down the evergreen. It's way too big. She's like, it's okay. You can chop down the evergreen. I'm like, screw you, Mom. Screw you, Mom. I don't want to chop down the evergreen. But now I'm going to need to chop down the evergreen, because that's what she wanted for her Mother's Day gift. And of course, I got to be nice. I got to be a good son for Mother's Day. So I'm going to make it happen somehow. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, get some gigantic cutters or something. Get a chainsaw. Or at least an axe. I could do it with an axe. Totally do it with an axe. Just do I want to do it with an axe? I don't know. That's the next question. I don't know. Though I do chop a lot of things down at work. I'm a good chopper. I learned how to use axe as well. I've only hurt myself like once using like axes, like the tools. I've only really hurt myself once, which all you really need is once to never hurt yourself again, or just to not ever want to do anything again. Because when you get hurt with a tool, you get hurt pretty bad. Like if you hurt yourself, like a shovel's bad enough, but let alone a sledgehammer or a pickaxe or an axe. All those things they can pretty much kill somebody. Yeah, they could probably kill somebody pretty darn easily. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the end of the story. Maybe you guys enjoyed it, maybe you didn't. Sometimes you guys like my stories, sometimes you guys don't. I don't know. Some people they tell me that they don't want me to talk about Bloons Monkey City as much. They don't want me to talk about BTD battles as much. But you have to understand that I'm maybe not the most exciting person in the entire world, and I also make lots and lots of videos. For somebody who makes a video once a week or once every 2 or 3 days, yeah, they can talk about the things they did that week. They can talk about random things. Holy crap. Oh my god. They can talk about those random things. Me, though, it's a little bit different. You know, I make 2 videos a day. I make about an hour, maybe even an hour and a half of gameplay every single day. So, I mean, that is a lot of stuff to talk about, and I don't have that much stuff happen to me in a day. So even if I do tell you guys stories, of course I'm going to run out of stories eventually, right? So that's why it just makes sense that I can't tell you stories every single time. Probably still going to get asked to tell stories and stuff like that, but all I'm really telling you guys is I do my best, I try, and sometimes it just ain't going to happen quite as fantastic as you might like. So like I said, I do want to use some glue gunners, so let's get the glue gunners over here. We're going to go cha. We're going to keep this guy on. We'll just keep him on first. Get them all glued. Get them all glued on up. And I don't think I have glaive lords, do I? Do I? Oh, I do have a glaive lord. Let's get a glaive lord. That'll be awesome. I think that'll be fun to get a glaive lord. We'll get a glue gunner that'll glue all these things. The sun god that'll do some extra damage, and the glaive lord will just clean them all right up. Especially because, oh, it's perfect, guys. It is absolutely perfect. You want to know why? Because the glaive lord glaive lord's probably one of the most important positionings for a tower ever. The reason being is that on some levels where the balloons are going with the grain of the curly cube, he doesn't do as much popping power. But if it's going against the grain, like right now, it does way, way better. As you can tell, it's going to do more passes around the balloons. Obviously, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like it's obvious. It makes sense, right? It's going against the grain, does more pops than if it goes with the grain. It hits less balloons because the balloons are fighting against it. At least that makes sense to me. For example, if this thing's going really, really slow and it's going the opposite way, you got like a pink balloon, it'll just slide right through one of these glaives and maybe sneak on through. Who knows? I don't think it'll happen, but it could happen, and that's what I'm talking about here, guys. That's what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to get another glaive lord over here. Only real problem is I don't have enough money yet, and it's not in the range of my monkey village anymore, which is also another little sad aspect to my gameplay right now. Let's sell these farms. Let's just make sure we get a solid defense over here. I feel like the balloons are probably going to be the biggest problem again. As usual, the balloons are going to be a huge problem for me. It tends not to be the BFPs and Oh My Gods as much as, like I said, the balloons. But as you can tell, this glaive lord is really doing a good amount of pops. He barely ever gets balloons get to him, but when he does have balloons get to him, he just skyrockets with the amount of pops. 8, 500, 600, 100,000, 2,000, 3,000. Oh my goodness gracious, almost as good as an Arctic wind over there. Actually, as far as popping power goes, way better than an Arctic wind, but as far as, helping me not lose lives and stuff, Arctic wind's probably a little bit better. So maybe I should get an ice tower just to be safe. Oh, I can't. I cannot get an ice tower, so I guess the glaive lords were a very, very fantastic idea. And now that I think about it, a glaive lord would definitely not be a bad idea for any level where there's no ice towers, because it's gonna be, again, good balloon pop power. How often do you have good balloon pop power? Not very often. Also, Ring of Fire's not good, but definitely not a bad thing. And also, I think I'm gonna have a fail-safe over here. I'm going to get a fail-safe. Oh my god, balloons are getting through. I better do something about this, and I'm going to get a Blade Maelstrom. Hopefully I'll get enough money on it this round, if that does end up happening, or I'll just sell something. Whatever, I could sell anything, really. Best bet's probably selling a Moab Mauler if I really need to, because obviously it's probably going to be the balloons that are getting through, not the Moabs. Because look at that, BFB is just totally rocked. The Glue Gunner has 5,000 pops, too. The Sun God is the master of disaster over here, though. 97,000 pops. But again, it's because he has tons of range. If you have tons of range like that, that's just pretty darn solid. But here we go. This is going to be the big balloon problem, like I was telling you guys. As long as these glaive lords are going to do a good job. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Freaking fantastic job over there. Absolutely. I thought it was going to have a little bit more of a problem, but no way, Jose. We're going to take this one down. Boom shakalaka. And we got one more tile to play today. You captured a job. Oh, we just got over $1,000 bonus cash. That's pretty solid, right? Alright, so this is going to be a DDT chest, but we're not going to play it yet. Like I was telling you guys, this is a triple Moab chest, DDT chest. You know what I might end up doing? But we got a bunch of DDTs all over the place over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I might have a DDT killing spree. Oh, there's 6. I might even have like a DDT killing spree one day or something. Alright, let's move on over here. We'll play a DDT, though, for right now. I'm also going to get the supply. I'm going to use the supply drop today, just because this does seem like a reasonably hard level. No, it's not impossible. No, it's not really, really difficult. But yeah, it's reasonably difficult, and I just don't want to deal with me losing on this one. So I'm going to use the supply drop, and I'm going to do a double farm start with a ninja build very, very soon right after that, as soon as I get a little banana. Or you know what, I can do this and this. I can do this, and then as soon as I get a couple nanners coming out, I'll get a ninja going. Come on, little ninja. There we go. We got a ninja right about... I'm actually going to put him down here. Put him down there. And I'm going to... That's a pretty nice farm start, right, guys? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I do need to go pretty much almost complete farmage... Or, I mean, complete ninja-age right here. Because, obviously, these balloons are going to be a pretty hefty problem for me. And I am going to need to use 1 and 2 and 2 sets of road spikes only. Not too bad at all. For the amount of nanners that I got. And just think about it like this. Yeah, you probably didn't make that much money as far as that round was concerned, but now every single future round, you're much better off because you're getting more nanners every single time. Nanners, nanners, nanners. We all love our nanners, right, guys? And then as soon as you get that the shot where he does twice as much popping power, he can take care of a lot more balloons. It's pretty crazy how much more balloons he can take care of. Obviously, 2 times as much, but it's a big difference. Big difference for that little baby ninja right there. Also, you know what? I think I should just keep going with the flow and just get the double shot as well. As you can tell, my spike factory is having a little bit of a problem. And this level, like I said, it's kind of short. It is. It's absolutely kind of short. You got to be a little careful with it. I might even go for... Oh, man, I can't do it. I can't go for one more farm. That would be way too dangerous. Way too dangerous. So even though that the monkey aces are checkmarked, I don't think I'm going to use them just yet. If I wanted to, I can go for some sort of ground zero action, or probably just a Spectre. Though, I just realized, wait a second, guys. Yeah, I don't think I have a ground zero unlocked yet, so I'm going to have to play that by ear, I guess. How do I want to do this? Lead popping power. We'll use the mortar. This is a good level for the mortar. We'll just keep him right here for now. I'll micro as necessary for lead balloons, and just keep upgrading my ninja. And just, I'm going to prepare like I'm getting Moabs in this next level here. Also, you know what? Since we do need a micro, and since there's lots of zebras coming out, I will micro against the zebras with that nice little mortar shot right there. And oh no, more road spikes are required. Zebras are tough, man. Zebras are absolutely tough. Holy crapola. This isn't good, guys. We're going to have to, we're going to have to do some, little bit of extra micro action there. I'm not too, I think that's pretty good. You know, if we can get that ninja up, even though we sold a farm, we at least got a 4-2 ninja, and if we see a Moab, and we're not in super duper troubles. In fact, oh, look at that. We do see it. We did see it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use 7, and I feel like that should hopefully be enough. Otherwise, we're going to have to restart this map. And it looks like it is. It is enough, I believe. I might use a little bit of extra popping power in here, but we sent them back pretty darn far, and it is going to be enough. So, Bernie stuff time. Oops, oh, I almost got that a secondary upgrade there. I almost got the signal flare on accident. I didn't want to get that yet. That's the only problem with that is camo-lets, but I don't have any camo. The camo-lets probably won't come out. Chances of them happening, probably pretty low. Probably. So I'm also going... Oh, man, now I don't even know. Should I texture this up? Should I get another ninja? Should I road spike it? I'll use a couple sets of road spikes. 3, 4. We'll use 4 this time. And now we got the Bernie stuff going, so now it should pop the balloons a lot easier. I'm almost saying balloons lately. It's very weird. I already need more road spikes here, guys. Oh, man. Or I might just... I think, you know what? This ninja might take it down. I'll also Bernie stuff this guy, so... Just hope for the best here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It took him down. And also, keep in mind, we do got an extra... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Crap, 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 crap. Crap, 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 crap. Crapola. Oh, my goodness. That was a little tight. Totally forgot about those lead balloons. So let's get that monkey village. I'll put it right about here, because then I can still fit some Moab Maulers up in this little vicinity up there. whenever I feel like it. I just need to remember to micro correctly with the mortar, not like a piece of poop, because I can be a pretty big piece of poop sometimes. So one thing that people have been telling me to do in Balloons Buggy City, as a big change to what I have been doing, is don't go for a quick Moab Mauler on these early levels. Just get a second ninja. So I'm going to test this out. I'm going to get a second ninja up to 4-2. Oh, I didn't even get any of those silly little upgrades. I thought I was about to get a 4th tier. Yes, not. It didn't really matter that much. I already had a pretty good amount of popping power. Again, it's just the Moabs that are being the pesky little B words up here. It's pesky little guys. And here's 2 of them. And this is why I usually do try and go for a Moab Mauler for the grouped things. When the big group things come up in here, ninjas usually can't deal with group balloons. So yeah, I mean, I guess we can just, I'll get one more farm. Seems like it's going to be a tough level. This is, again, a DDT level, so it's not going to be one of those simple little things in the late game. I definitely want to have a good late game, and I'd rather sacrifice my early game a little bit. And it seems like I got a pretty solid defense anyways. You know, I already got 2 of these nice little guys up in here. Except for when you got ceramics all over the place on top of 2 Moabs. Luckily enough for us, they're not regrow. They're not regrow guys. So I'm actually going to use a few sets of road spikes. No. Oh. I used a few sets of road spikes in there. I was able to catch up, and I actually might even go for another farm in here. I got so much cash off that one. And this is going to be my last farm for a while. Everything else is going to be Moab Maulers and making sure that I pop these stupid little lead balloons. Yes! It barely hit it, but it was nice. So all I really need is probably 1 Moab Mauler for a little while. But again, BFBs... Stupid BFBs. We don't want to deal with those guys. Oh man, I hate BFBs sometimes. Why do they have to come so early? That's what she said. Oh no! Oh goodness gracious, we barely had enough money for that. And I feel like it was about that time. Let's get that camo lead upgrade. Why the heck not? It's decamoization for everything. Just in case we do have a big camo regrow ceramic rush or something stupid like that. Also, I feel like my popping power definitely slacking over here. So I will go for a 1-2-3. We'll go for a 3-2 cannon. That's going to be a good amount of... Look at that. Exactly what we needed for these pesky ceramic balloons. When they got the grouped ones like that, your ninjas can't deal with them. So I'm glad we got that 3-0 cannon. Also, the mortar is a huge help for that stuff. A humongous help. Only real big problem we're going to have is if we see a BFB. Other than that, I feel like we can take care of them pretty darn easily. Until we get at least... I don't know, maybe like 4 Moab Maulers, and we should be alright. And then I might even need to get some extra balloon popping power as well. Yeah, we'll stick with these 3 of these guys. That should be enough BFP popping power. But again, I am going to have to get some more balloon power. Oh, crap. I'm hoping that I can get enough money for this balloon impact pretty darn soon before that BFP even comes. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna... Should I? Yes, I will. I would rather play it on the safe side today. I feel like a 4-2 cannon is going to be definitely enough balloon popping power over here. And yes, absolutely, definitely enough. And now I feel like BFBs are going to be actually pretty darn easy to kill. Not even just like, we could probably take them. No, I think we're going to actually have a good time killing these guys. Moabs, no problem. BFBs, nah, unless we see a big bunch of them. So I will farm again for a little while longer. But you have to keep in mind that those DDTs are going to come pretty much in like 5 levels. That's not very long at all. Not very long at all. That's what she said again. Oh my goodness, this is just a that's what she said thing. So can I get another farm? Oh, I can. I can get a 6th farm. Can I get a 7th? I cannot. I cannot get a 7th farm. So I will stick with the 6 farms because that's a very, very solid amount of farms. And I feel like even though I have a terrible amount of towers, I have a solid defense. I don't even know how. Maybe it's just my tower positions. My tower positions are pretty good. And just to be safe, I should probably get my 0-3 monkey village up fairly soon as well. That thing can be a little bit of a problem. Also, something that I don't normally do is get such an early 4-2 cannon, which I feel like is really, really helping me out versus these balloons. Normally I stick with more 3-2 cannons and just things like that. That's what usually what I get. We'll get even more of these stupid little guys. Who cares, man? Who cares? We got so much stuff, so we can kind of just spend the extra money on this a little bit of farm stuffs. But like I said, I gotta prepare. It's already level 20, man. Already level 20. One of those DDTs pop out like right now in like an insta-second. I'd be dead for sure. There'd be absolutely nothing I can do. And there it is. Oh crap, balloons are getting far, man. The 4-2 cannon's having some problems over there. He's also out in first, which is not a very good idea. I think I'm gonna get an early Spectre. I'd love to get an early Spectre. We'll get this Never Miss Targeting. You know what? I think my best bet is, honestly, finish off my Moab Maulers, and then I'll save up for that Spectre. It's still an early Spectre. If you get a Spectre by level 25 or whatever, early Spectre. You know, you normally get a Spectre at like the end of level 30 or something like that. Balloon popping power still a little bit lacking, but as you can tell, the more Moab Maulers you get, the better you are off, because we already have a 0-3 Monkey Village, and a 0-3 Monkey Village makes all of your balloon popping power just, especially with cannons and stuff, just increases exponentially, because black balloons are no longer a problem, and that means balloons just taken down really, really quickly. And as you can tell, the Spectre is not going to be very much longer, not going to be very far away at all. $4,000. And we're just raking that in. We rake that in and bananas around, let alone the balloons. Though DDTs are probably going to come very soon as well. They can definitely come on this level. Do I think they're going to come on this level? No, I don't. But they can. And I feel like if I was $100 away from a Spectre, I'd be so mad if those stupid guys came. Also, technically I have counter detection, but I like to be safe. Because DDTs, because they're so fast, they're just going to run right through this level. They're just going to, gone. There's like nothing you can do about, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. As you can tell, we did a pretty good job against them. The Spectre did a lot of extra popping power. The Moab Maulers obviously did their job there. And I feel like my next tower should probably just be a Sun God again. Sun Gods are good for pretty much everything. Oh no, that's a Oh My God already. Whoa. Whoa, I'll put it here. So we're going to have to get that, oh come on. Oh my God, DDT mixes. Wowzers. This is tremendous amounts of problems for us today. And there's this Oh My God, and I believe I can get Arctic Winds on this round, on this level, so since I can, I shall. I shall get an Arctic Wind, especially if I see any problems. Even with a Spectre. Actually, the Spectre is so good at balloon popping power. Do I even need it? Do I? No, I don't. But should I get it? Just to be safe? It's up to you guys. What do you guys think? Should I get it? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think I should have gotten it? Because obviously the future can't really be told, so I'm going to do it. Let's get rid of this. We're going to get the Sun God, and then I'm going to get whatever extra money I have. I'm going to go for the Arctic Wind. So let's do that right over here, this little corner right there. Oh my goodness, that lighting is ridiculous. It's a very nice sunset outside. Very pretty. Like I was telling you guys, I just had that storm today, so if you guys heard some lightning or something during this video, I don't think you did. There wasn't very much lightning, and the storm was kind of passing by the time I was done. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It was pretty loud, though, I think. Anyways, here we got 4 extra farms. We got tons of cash extra here. So, yeah, we're pretty much set. I can also get the, even if I wanted to go crazy with it, I can get that little... Oh, it's locked. I was like, wait, I didn't get the ability. Oh, is this glitched or something? No, I don't want that. But no, it wasn't glitched. It was just me being silly, just thinking that I had a 2-4 ninja, but I did not. And that's pretty much it, guys. We did pretty well on that one, and look at that little grass tile. Only not even $1,000. What's up with that, man? We just got $1,000 on this tile. We didn't get $1,000 on that tile. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up playing like DDT Fest or something soon. You know, I can play like 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 DDTs if I want. One of them's even a regrow. This one's gonna be. It's gonna be tough, but I think we can do it. Again, favorite ninjas. Probably make it happen, right? Yeah. We can. And then I will also chest these things up, because who knows? I haven't seen very many chests around. Who knows what the heck could be in these things? I really love the chest, though. Like I said, double chest in your face. You just can't go wrong with that. It's just amazing. Anyways, that is all I'm going to have for you guys today. So as always, thanks for watching and have a super duper delicious day.